Hi, everyone. Welcome to our IEOR 142 final project. My name is Ryan.
My name is Malik. We've also got Faison and Miriam, and my name is Matt. And all right, let's just dive in. So the focus of our project is we're interested in the NBA All-Star selection, and so let's just go with the motivation. So every year in the NBA, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the All-Star selections. There's 450 players in the league, but only 24 of those guys actually get selected to the All-Star roster. And this just raises a lot of debate, like, oh, are certain guys snubbed, or are some players less deserving than others? And it's just kind of a lot of that's up in the air. So the problem that our project is really looking to solve is to provide an analysis that can give an objective measure for determining who is truly All-Star caliber. And so in order to do this, we needed to begin by collecting player statistics from the NBA API. And this was achieved by using the NBAr package developed by Patrick Chodowski. And so what we did is we leveraged this package to collect half a decade's worth of data from 2015 to 2022. And this was statistics like shooting percentages, efficiency stats, usage rates, and all that jazz. And so I go more into the data cleaning and merging process in our report, but at a very high level, I would say the important things to take away about our data that you can see here is that the granularity is such that each row represents a player. And then we accumulated hundreds of variables of the player statistics. And really what our analysis is looking to do is narrow it down and tease out which statistics are truly the most indicative of all-star status.
Okay, cool. So we implemented the following: a baseline logistic regression, a neural network, a classification tree, and another classification tree hypertuned with a grid search CV. A well-rounded view of which players are repeatedly predicted to be all-stars. The results of our models can be seen here and more on our report. We listed our true positive rates and false positive rates for each model, as well as its accuracies on the test set. We found that the logistic regression model held the highest accuracy and the highest TPR rate and the lowest FPR rate. We implemented the VIF function and a correlation plot for the model to determine which features to use. As for the decision trees, we want to visually compare what a normal tree to a hypertuned one would look like. So as you can see in the top end, in your top left and right, those are what they are. If the node is orange, that means not an all-star. And if it's blue, then it means it is an all-star. So and to interpret the tree, you start with the root node and split it based on the first feature and repeat that process. So it turns out, if you look at our hypertuned estimator tree, if a player focuses on his scoring, making sure he scores more than 21.7 points a game and wins games for his team, then he can be an all-star. Next slide, please. And then for this one, using our models, here are our predictions for the current season. Keep in mind, we're running with a small sample size with 22 games in as of December 2, which is approximately 1/4 of the season. As you can see, there are common names that appear in all models, such as LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry. But we also see some interesting predictions like John Morant and LaMelo Ball.
So now to our impact section. First and most importantly, our model allows for objectivity and impartiality in the all-star selection process. Modern NBA fans have seen so many incredibly deserving players be left off all-star rosters simply because of politics. Our model, on the other hand, can suggest who should be an all-star based on a uniform and standardized set of criteria for the entire league without neglecting changes in the way the game is played and the evolution of which concrete statistics most aptly translate to success. Additionally, for front office members, predicting what players will be an all-star and what statistics have the highest correlation with a prediction like this will allow management to make much more educated and abrupt decisions about what players they should keep, trade away, trade for, and or pay more. Using the most significant player statistics found by our model, management can not only predict who the up-and-coming superstars in the league may be, but also whether past all-stars who may be aging out have a chance of making it again. This has a dramatic effect on season outlook, so winning versus losing, but also on franchise bottom line and profits.
In addition to the high-level managerial and monetary benefits of being able to predict who is going to make the All-Star team, which stats are the largest contributors, players can better advocate for themselves regarding adjusted compensation. With the model we have built, players can remain aware of their likelihood to become an All-Star and monitor their statistical output in the most heavily weighted categories, giving them leverage in contract and endorsement negotiations. Finally, we can expand the scope of this project to predict the contenders and winners of other NBA awards like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, etc., using the same fundamental process we employed to track all-star probabilities. Additionally, we can use our model to create algorithms for sports betting that predict if a team will hit the money line, if given players will achieve a certain stat floor during a game, and more. So the possibilities are really endless and incredibly interesting to explore. With that, we'd like to thank you for an incredibly interesting semester and for your time. Have a great winter break.
Thank you.